Okay, you know that feeling, right? You're standing in the hardware store just staring at this wall of glues. So many tubs, so many tubes, and they all seem to be shouting at you. It can be totally paralyzing when all you want to do is fix that one wobbly chair leg. Well, today we're going to cut right through all that confusion. We're going to focus on just one family of adhesives, the SK Bond lineup. Think of this as your cheat sheet, so the next time you're in that aisle, you can just grab the right one and go. No more guessing. And here they are, our three contenders. Now, I know, at first glance, they kind of look the same, right? But trust me, each one of these is a total specialist. The big question is, which specialist do you need for your job? Let's figure that out. All right, first up, let's talk about the heavy hitter of the group. This is the one you bring in when things get serious. We're calling this one the all-weather protector. Say hello to SK Bond Power Bond. I mean, the name pretty much says it all, doesn't it? This is your heavy-duty hero. It's built for the toughest jobs you can imagine. So what makes it so tough? Well, for starters, it's waterproof. That means it's perfect for things like outdoor furniture or maybe a repair in the bathroom. It's also heat-proof, so it's not going to melt or weaken when it's out in the hot sun. And you see that Jacquard Special Adhesive label? That's just their way of saying this is a super unique, extra strong formula designed for some serious durability. Okay, but what if your project is less about battling the elements and more about fine craftsmanship? Well, for that, you need a different kind of tool. And that brings us to SK Bond Power Shield. We're calling this one the Precision Pro, and you can see why right away. The label spells it out for us. This is a wood adhesive. Diving into the details here, it's a synthetic resin adhesive, which is a fancy way of saying it's made to bond perfectly with wood fibers. But here's the real magic. Fastest setting and superior quality. If you're a woodworker, you know what that means. You get to spend less time waiting for glue to dry, you get cleaner results, and the whole thing just looks way more professional. So, you can already see the clear difference, right? You've got Power Bond, that's your tough, all-purpose glue for surviving harsh conditions. And then you've got Power Shield, the fast, precise specialist that's all about wood. Two totally different jobs and two perfectly designed tools to handle them. But hold on, there's one more in the lineup. This one's got a name that's a little intriguing, a bit more, well, magical. Let's meet our third contender. And here it is, SK Bond Grip Magic. I mean, with a name like Grip Magic and that graphic showing a super strong hold, we're going to call this one the all-rounder. It feels like this is meant to be that reliable, do-it-all glue you keep in your drawer. Okay, so what's its secret? You'll notice it doesn't have a long list of features like the others, but we can put the clues together. The name, Grip Magic, obviously suggests it has some serious holding power. And since it's also a synthetic resin adhesive, we know it's good for a strong bond on stuff like wood, maybe even ceramics. This makes it your go-to for just general everyday repairs around the house. Okay, so now that we've met all three, how in the world do you choose the right one for you? Let's put them all side by side and make this super, super simple. This table really lays it all out. Look, if your project's going to be outside or deal with heat and water, Power Bond is your guy, no question. If you're working with wood and you value speed and a really nice finish, you're grabbing Power Shield. And for pretty much everything else, you know, those random fixes and projects with different materials, Grip Magic is going to be your best friend. You know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to that old saying. It's not about finding the strongest glue, it's about finding the right glue for the job you're actually doing. So there you have it. That wall of glues doesn't seem so intimidating anymore, does it? You've got the know-how to walk in there and pick the perfect one. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build or fix first?